Frankie! Oh, stick around.
Hey,
It is
Frankie's
not
back.
long until the show starts, and I would hate for you to miss out on the biggest exclusives, a truckload of first looks, and
First
a promising new
World
co-host.
premiere. Oh,
Let's
world
start
premiere.
the PC gaming show.
My bad, chat. There was actually a pre-show. I trolled. I trolled. Oh, what? Hello. Mature audiences. Hello, Frankie.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great, great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie. What I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
That's a really
Oh,
funny
sure.
joke.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan.
Yeah,
code
Day9
to
is...
write.
Listen, at least he's not
Oh,
boring.
listen, also, I brought in some new assistants.
Also, you were
know,
right-click. There
really
definitely
bring
was
the
a pre-show
to
that started
life.
at 12:20.
And it would be so great if they could just stop by your
But,
place and
rip.
little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
At least I got to eat a
I
fajita,
suppose
so I'm very
If
happy.
it's for the show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther.
Yeah, chat, there was a pre-show. We might go back and watch the pre-show after.
Very thorough.
Because there apparently was a pre-show, but I was eating. And I don't regret it because there were homemade fajitas.
Hello?
And they were incredible.
Sean's guys?
So, it worked out.
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future.
This is very
Like a horse
campy.
Staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this.
They're gonna make an AI Frankie. They're gonna clone Frankie.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a
Frankie's been replaced by Robot Frankie. AI Frankie is here. Okay. Like I said, at least it's not Guerrilla Games boring, so... I'll take campy and fun,
Hello
always.
there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming Show 2020.
The evil billionaire
I'm
look.
Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games.
The black
I'm
turtleneck and
standing with
jeans.
you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I revolutionized.
That's the idea. Well, listen, it's somewhat related to you because I decided I'm gonna pick hot gamers whenever I'm doing gaming streams from now on. So it's mostly gonna be Sakura and
So what
Mina,
does the
to
face
be honest.
of the future look like?
But yeah,
Weirdly,
that's
pretty
what
familiar.
we're doing now.
Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
It's
Hello,
somewhat
broadcast
related.
Viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined
You
up?
feel
I
exploited?
have analysed the
Perfect.
entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion
Just
forums
as
for the most
intended.
anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2.
I'm excited to see more Stormgate.
Awakening, and finally, Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Listen, I know this isn't the content people follow me for, but I have to get someone here somehow.
Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam
Lots
titles.
of AI jokes this year.
Would you like me to generate another?
You know, instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists. First up, from 11-Bit Studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
AI-generated games won. I mean, that's kind of what procedural generation is, right? Just a learning algorithm.
Do you hear it? It's restless.
I have no idea how long this is going to be. Everything's been shorter than I expected.
Requires man
so far this year.
It also needs time.
But apparently there was a pre-show for this and I just skipped it because I'm a moron. Skyrim. Yeah, they didn't mention Elder Scrolls at all. Which is not really surprising on the Bethesda thing, but...
There are thousands left with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
Frostpunk was... A cinematic for a game like this is funny, because Frostpunk was like the hardcore city builder... No, I don't think so. Because we have Starfield, and then... yeah, and then they have to actually make it, so... we're a ways out on that, like... But Starfield, what they showed looked good. I'm in on Starfield. Yeah, cinematic for a game like this does nothing. It's just, are the systems as good as the first game, basically. Voxels! Sandbox heist game. I didn't know this game existed. So now it just is Minecraft. The Rampage Gorilla. We even went to like chill music. Oh yeah, I think I do remember the heisting actually. I didn't remember it at all, and then you said that and my brain was like core memory activated. Like, wait, Teardown. Kind of ironic to have a game called Teardown with a creative mode where you build things, but...
Check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration. Visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling.
It's very visceral and immersive.
Immersion will...
visceral.
Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so...
It's visceral.
I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next preview.
The AI jokes are front and center this year.
Road to Vostok.
So far, haven't written any games down, but it's only been like 2 games, so...
Are they closed? What do you see? Open your eyes.
Let's see.
Nivalis.
Oh, yeah, I wrote this down 3 days ago? This is the Cyberpunk life sim game?
Maybe you've been here before.
I'm a Cyberpunk sucker, so...
Now, it's time to come home. This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city. The street food smells...
I know, it's not even...
and make your head swim.
It's not even a genre I enjoy.
It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore.
But also Cyberpunk anything.
Nivalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rain
Counterpoint.
without a little rain.
Cyberpunk fishing.
Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride. So
Counterpoint, have you considered fishing in
Don't worry
Cyberpunk?
too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture.
It's interesting because it's
Noodle
voxels
Singer.
except the
For a
characters.
little work, there's no limits to how high
So
you
like all the
climb.
environments and everything are like
Don't look down.
pixely, but then people aren't, and the UI
As your
isn't.
digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships.
It's so
of the
weird.
personality matrix.
It's a weird art
Business
style.
Friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully.
Hang up random photos
There's
you
a city
took.
you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your
Maybe
invitation.
I'll play this, but maybe Cyberpunk expansion will be enough. Cyberpunk. I'll get my fill. We'll see.
Princess, the Zootopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Zootopin.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering
This is the crazy space sim game thing.
Don't lose hope now.
But this trailer is way more story focused than the other stuff we saw.
Jump light report.
Jump light calibration.
It's basically a city builder, but a space cruiser, I think. But they didn't talk about combat or anything at all.
Combat division.
When we saw this before.
ETA on jump.
Jump light in 5, 4, 3.
At least I'm pretty sure this is the game where you design
Not today,
a star cruiser. No, maybe not. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Jump Light Odyssey. Stop. Stop. Hardcore survival FPS. Post-apocalyptic. Okay, another nuclear winter situation. It's not that hardcore if you have a gun wall. I don't remember if we've seen this at all anywhere. We haven't seen it this week, I don't think. Road to Vostok. Yeah, surely we did, because...
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games
Yeah,
in the next 30 minutes.
those are usually
Path of
way too
Exile
slow
2,
for me.
The full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Path of
Rise
Exile
P, the
2, I wonder if there's
Pinocchio Bloodborne
gameplay.
game is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other
Wonder if
untapped
there's
literary
gameplay.
veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some war?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like
Oliver
a
Twist.
Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean, but perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer
Oliver
and the Invisible
Twist.
World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
Ebenezer Invisible World. World premiere. I always get sad when they don't have an epic voice guy read it. At least Xbox have the epic voice guy reading it. World premiere. Christmas themed Metroidvania. Also, space soldiers? So you get to use the spirits? I'm not sure how that's how that story goes. the spirits of Christmas past, present, and future to help fight as summons. It's an entertaining idea, at least. Okay. I like the impaled ghost just chilling. I'm assuming if you land on his pike, it's very bad for you. Halt. Turkey. Yeah, it's a funny idea. Like the spirit warp through dates. Ebenezer and the Invisible World. But the problem is then we're portraying Scrooge as, like, not bad, actually. Yeah, but that's the whole gimmick. Then it would just be a mediocre Metroidvania game. Oh, this is the Nexon game, right? It's like a team multiplayer arena battler? So it's basically, yeah, For Honor presented by Nexon, I think. But the combat looks more... It doesn't look as like rock, paper, scissors tactical. It looks more like slashy. The audio mixing is not good, by the way, on this trailer. This is silent voices. Warhaven. I'm curious enough we might give the demo a go next week. Like, try it. But, I don't know, it is by Nexon, so... It'll probably get shut down before the beta even ends, to be honest. What is this game? Yeah, Nexon have killed many a game that I loved. They pretty much kill everything, though, so it's just a matter of time. What's it called? Dwarf? Dwarf. I kind of hate the name.
Dwarf looks phenomenal. Hey, Crank AI, is that
I kind of hate the name.
Everything ever written about video games.
Not gonna lie, Dwarf is...
What are your thoughts?
Sean, Dwarf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring
Our
universe.
shared struggle, says the
Pretty
AI.
moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Once again,
Some wisdom bears repeating, right?
we
While I
poked
go
the...
sort out some unrelated
Poke the
gremlins and
AI,
Frank
poke the
AI's
fun at
procedural
AI
critique.
again.
Let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal.
Dwarf. I know! Who is Dwarf even for? That's my thought. I mean, it's for Red Alert, obviously. Command and Conquer, refugees. I have nowhere else to go. But... Welcome to Script Shiny Tings. I'm a script. Die, goblin scum! You ever just hit the shop in an RPG and just die, goblin scum? Is this a roguelite? I have a bad feeling it's a roguelite. If this is narrative-based and not a roguelite, I'm in. I might still be in. He's a charming little guy. No, here's the thing. They're not no-go. Like, it's not like how I feel about extraction shooters or battle royales. But I'm usually less excited once I find something is a roguelike. I just like level design. So, but this looks cool. I mean, this looks very, you know, Diablo, but with a gun, which, like, we don't have enough of that. It's basically just Borderlands in the ARPG shooters category, so I think I'm in on this. Obviously super simple graphics, which is unfortunate, but trysulfur.com. I'm interested. I like the very Diablo loot system. Yeah, I'm interested. Sulfur. Wow, I just misspelled sulfur. Great. That's a long sword.
Thank you for believing in me.
Overcompensating, yeah.
Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
Nice work.
Dojo shop
running your own
plot.
shop. Maybe your own district.
Whoa.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
Is this an MMO? Is it like an instance loot game? Obviously there's base building too with like your shop or whatever. Kind of interesting. Sail Blazers. So the idea is it's you run a shop, but you're also an adventurer, I guess.
We're going out on a date.
Make a shop and then stock it, yeah.
I freaking told her. What are you gonna do?
Breaking news.
Oh, we saw this
Serious
2
infection
days ago?
continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do?
Yeah, I think we decided I'm in on this game. I mean, the combat could suck, but
No, defeating him now might make the
I really
world
like how
fall
it
on top
looks.
of us.
But I can teach you a couple of
I
things
re-
too, you know.
Yeah, of course.
We're all going to die.
Almost caught in 4K.
Wait for me. Goodbye.
I want to wake up.
It's not over. Not yet.
Yeah, this game is aggressively anime. It's aggressively anime. No, there was like Eternites. That was the name of this game. There was Korean and Mandarin and
Eternites there.
Japanese on sides when we saw it the first time.
Especially.
We saw more of a story look at that game the other day.
You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler topic.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
I'm curious about
I love
Eternites.
modernity. And sure, big tech's done some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches.
I like AI Frankie
Buying
just
8 pictures
freaking
with weird
awkwardly
electric money.
blinking every 1 second.
Video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had
Where'd she
Frank
go?
activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly Panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown
Day9 is
himself all the way out to
definitely
Helsinki,
trying.
Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
He's definitely trying. Real drone footage of a castle, apparently. Sup, Lid? How goes it?
My name is Reynir Haldarsson, and I'm the game director for
Why is he just scowling?
Pax Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing world which we can call home.
Open
It's
world
teeming with
fantasy
life,
game.
Mysteries, and it's for you to explore. Imagine yourself if you are living in 12th or 13th century Europe. It's a very different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost.
I'm doing
and it's
great,
gotten
Lid.
rediscovered.
We had a
It's where
pretty fun
magic
Xbox
truly
showcase.
exists and ghosts exist.
I
and
ate some
myths are
delicious
real.
fajitas.
And this is kind of the inspiration we take.
Now we're
to
back.
build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real-world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real-world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real-world magical properties of plants.
It's kind of cool. So we have hard uptick for real fantasy,
I'm the
apparently.
Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful
What's the name of the
world,
game? PAX Day?
And you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will
I don't
go
know,
into
base
adventures
building
to explore
is
the world.
hit or miss.
So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly like deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of like any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins. There's the dungeons, and you will be able to find
Dungeons are a must.
Snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the like lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself. So you will be able to like find and examine things, and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is
the area of the game you'll be able to play. That's nerve-wracking.
World in southern France. With the influences from the Nordics.
Basically, we made a little bit of a game.
We're calling it the social sandbox.
Give us money.
We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate.
They said MMO.
We're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a like dungeon raid from the very beginning of like you're starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that really
if it's a small section
the way they like. And for some,
I think there's a difference though. Like I still can't tell if this is a finished
sense of achievement,
doable scale that they want to push up.
Actually, is valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less.
Or
about
if this is
production. But these players will still
just
depend on each other.
We are going to launch an early access and never finish our game.
The dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP.
But yeah, this is an MMO, apparently.
Other players as well.
Huh. Realistic fantasy MMO.
PAX Day is very much inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales.
I'm seeing a lot of pretty environment shots.
In PAX Day,
PAX Day, PIX space D.
The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction, and that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes.
Yeah, the environments look really good.
During those times, this is reality.
We're seeing recycled footage. We already saw this shot in this trailer. That's not a great sign.
Reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find
same zoom shot of the hill.
You will find the spirits of of the past, and the
saw
deeper you go,
1 minute
the
ago.
more mysterious and strange it becomes.
Huh. Realistic fantasy MMO based on folklore.
If I've caused any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice?
Thanks, Frankie.
Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC.
Appreciate
Here's
that.
Racing Royale.
World premiere of a kart racer, huh? Is this themed? It's PC games. So apparently their like setup background thing is AI. So they're kind of doing the same thing. Stampede Racing Royale. They're kind of doing the same thing that Devolver did. Although obviously they're not going to go as insane as Devolver did. But lots of AI jokes. Yeah, it's no Volvi. I mean, this looks like a kart racer. That's my thoughts on this kart racer. It sure is a kart racer. I haven't seen any crazy items. That's usually what I'm looking for. It's like crazy items, crazy maps or tracks.
For Last Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is
I
looking
didn't
to
see
balance
anything
style
insane.
and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team has consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how
I mean, it's just like with kart racers, I think kart racers can be fun.
Go to
But it's like,
MasterRacer2.com to sign up to
what
our
are?
mailing list
How are
and
you
first
better
to
than
know.
Mario Kart?
We have
It's
an
what
alpha
the
and
question
a
you have to answer. I don't think
Frankly,
they did that.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being
Yeah, that
something
man
of
has
Path of
a
Exile
beard.
veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues, and
No, my build wasn't meant to
they're
be a fun
producing
build.
some troubling DPS simulations.
Fascinating, Frankie. But let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If that Zero
EOE
could see us
2.
now. Ugh, disgusting.
Foul creatures.
EOE 2.
You're mine.
It's interesting.
Vile abomination.
It's been so long since they announced they were making a second game. I don't really know why they are instead of just continuing to scale up. I don't know if they're jumping engines or what. Very nasty logo reveal. Yeah, I wonder if they jumped engines and that's why. Or if they just had a bunch of gross spaghetti code. I don't know. Oh, is this Instinction?
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game, Ferocious.
Ferocious, never mind.
I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting, combining all the top action with exploration and a sense of wonder.
I'm
We were always inspired
I'm
by
intrigued.
mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and
Lost
some
Worlds
gameplay
can be cool.
opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the
Unity,
features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation.
Unity FPS games have weird problems
Use a mix
sometimes.
of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for Yume Jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about Ferocious in the coming months.
Ferocious.
Welcome to Islands of Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders,
shared world,
and natural beauty.
Public adventure puzzle game? What?
Puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players.
Pretty temple.
Alone or together, all at your own pace.
Co-op puzzle games are prime troll material, I think.
As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich
That's a cool shot.
And solve every puzzle you find.
Well, the problem is I don't actually like puzzles. So
the achievement of every solution.
like, this game looks really pretty.
Around you unlocks.
If your core mechanic is puzzles, I don't know.
New areas to explore and fantastic rewards to collect. In Islands of Insight, a beautiful realm.
Love these environments.
And adventure awaits you.
Like, that looks great.
Embark on the path of discovery.
Visually, this game looks really
and
good.
let your curiosity guide you.
Unfortunately, it is a puzzle game.
Of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
Also, for multiplayer games like this, usually the end game is the important part, but like, what's the end game of a puzzle? Are there like raids with crazy mechanics?
Analog neural network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis.
Yeah, definitely
of
missed
my own.
vibes a little bit.
Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Like I said, I'm the one guy who doesn't actually like Souls combat.
You'll explore two parallel worlds.
So.
Land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters
Enemies look sick.
you. And the
Kind of weird it's a remake
on
of this game.
Are trying to super murder
I don't know how much they're changing.
Using the latest Unreal 5 technology, developer Hexworks has layered these realities directly on top of each other,
Third-person real-time
allowing
action
portals to be
combat
auto-played
is not my favorite.
Just try not to die.
If I like real-time combat, I either
Dark
want to
Souls
be
games,
first-person or I
failure
want
will be
isometric. And also, I just don't like games that are hard for the sake of being hard.
Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon, now we're talking.
I mean, it's objectively good combat. It's just not the most fun to me.
It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most
Remember what I said, chat. I like management games as long as I can be evil.
Wait, we're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR management and peaceful social dialogue, and can enjoy the use of clean, safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards.
Yeah, Frostpunk is uber hardcore, but it's a good game. I'm a casual gamer unless it's shooters, chat. FPS games, I go hard. Everything else, I'm terrible in casual. Although I do like RTS games, so that's kind of weird too, and tactics games.
Then buzz off. But if you're organized, servile.
Frostpunk's a good game though. They showed Frostpunk 2 cinematic.
I'll be waiting for you in my office.
Yeah, I played Dungeon Keeper. This looks very similar to that. I mean, it wasn't new When I played it, but yeah, I did play it.
何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょ。
We'll just write Dungeon Master. I think it was something Dungeon Master.
時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。
Yeah.
賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
So it's an anime game with mariachi in the title? Interesting. Mariachi Legends, now in development. Halberd Studios. I like the logo draw.
Are you alright, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to Day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What? What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9. The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank.
Like I said, this is cringe.
I'm Day 10.
Yeah.
The latest software version. I suspect they're going to be at this for a while.
But it could be.
Let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game, Age of Sigmar: Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
But it could be worse. It could be Guerrilla Collective, where they're just boring and flat. I prefer cringe and trying to boring and flat.
Not just from the Oryx. Death comes for everyone.
New Warhammer game? I think this was announced last year. I always prefer cringe and trying. Always.
We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted.
Sneaky Dusty. Sigma, give me strength.
I think it's time for a fight, boys.
There's always new Warhammer games.
Protect the bastion. We need the loot. Like flash to a corpse. They always come.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here. Fate conspires against us both. Not fate. Duty.
Get it!
Oh, is it a new version of 40K or a new version of Sigmar? Or, yeah, Age of Sigmar. Like Warhammer proper. Still so weird that they renamed it. But. New 40K version. Yeah, my first exposure to Warhammer was like book related. I never really, unfortunately, had any friends that did proper Warhammer.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
Unplugged. Cool style to this. Citizen Sleeper 2.
This is just the beginning, Sleeper.
Citizen Sleeper 2.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking seeing the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma
This was recent, right? Yeah, it's come out in like 2020, late 2021, early 2022.
It's Critico.
Crazy that there's already a sequel for this game. Announced. Either they announced it way too early, or they started working on it as soon as they released the first game. And down. Bathtub customization game? Do you make your bathtub into a boat? Interesting green tips, my guy. Yeah, it does appear to be cat people. No Tekken 8. Every other fighting game. Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1. But I haven't seen anything Tekken related yet. Bathtub kitty game. Yeah, lots of talk about Street Fighter 6. Capcom has a presentation tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna react to it, probably not. I don't care about that many Capcom games, but tomorrow we'll probably just do Ubisoft. Probably skip on the Capcom. No RE9, no. Yeah, maybe more Dragon's Dogma. The thing is, like, Dragon's Dogma, I don't want details. I just want to play that game.
It would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly.
Well, I'm guessing they'll have a big segment on, like, Street Fighter DLC and stuff, too.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critico's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking? Now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistance, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper role-playing. It is
Generative
so tantalizingly
spin.
delicious. I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Weird conceit with this drone zoom in for all the remote studios. These first shots of the devs are always really weird in these.
Where you and your friends come together, you can play in any world you choose, you create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head.
So it's
now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in.
They're replacing DMs.
Many more exciting worlds to come.
DMs have been replaced by AI.
You decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure.
Muscular, very worried.
Do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah, and none of the
brings them
human
into a
connection.
digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an
don't know about
improv
this.
even though you might play the same cards,
AI Dungeon Master
every time. So you throw cards in, it comes up with suggested things you might
Wizards
do.
of the Coast in shambles.
And then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure you want and you can do anything. And
they're
the
100% suing this indie studio.
Continue based on
only we have the right to pen and paper storytelling. You can't let robots do it.
We are working with authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media.
Gonna send a SWAT team to their office, like
platform, and the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based.
The little tags of the genre, like Pokemon types, is freaking me out. I don't know why that bothers me.
While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI
name dropped Star Wars
engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that, and the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that
can't
was
just
never
say that.
Pre-written or pre-scripted. There's no
They're gonna get
limit to the
sued,
number of
right?
Characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell. In
Like
Hidden
commercially promoting a product.
Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web.
Where the
So
concept
you can play
is
on desktop, you
you
play
can
on
just
your
ape
mobile
other
device,
people's
you can play on a
IP
tablet.
and make an AI write stories in their IP unlicensed. That freaks me out. I feel like they're gonna get sued. The Pinkertons. That story is still so wild to me. Why? I mean, it's I feel like the legality is questionable, especially if they're selling a product that does this. And they're advertising it with other IPs they don't own. Like, I thought for sure she doesn't name drop anything, right? Surely she doesn't name drop something Disney owns. It's weird. I mean, it could be fun, but like, the legal troubles. The legal troubles are very strange on that.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your hero rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.
I'm just surprised they advertised it on that.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached viewer rank 80. You can, however, unlock immediate access with 1,800 Sean points, purchasable for $9.99.
Sean show production of Battle Pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazed has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Klei Entertainment.
He has to rebuy his job back, feels bad, man. World premiere. The Don't Starve team. It just bothers me that they don't say world premiere. Are you stuck in the little car the whole time? Or the little ship the whole time? I don't necessarily want to be a pickup the whole game. Cloud of Dredge. I don't know. This kind of feels weird to me. I think the combat is like slower than I expected, I guess.
You want to find me.
Something about it feels weird.
You don't know what's making the miasma angry, and it's spreading across America, twisting this once great.
I mean, it's the Don't Starve team, so you give them benefit of the doubt.
You gotta help these people.
Tactical. Okay. Nanobots. Nano machines. I do love me some tactical combat.
Maybe in the future, you will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret.
Nano machines, son.
The revelations must be earned.
It's not on PC. This is the PC game show. What?
Might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle.
What?
Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff.
Did the PC game show just announce a console exclusive game?
Secret facilities, bioweapons development.
What?
Zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just.
Oh, it's already out on PC. That was the console announcement trailer. Huh. I might have to play that game. I honestly might have to play that game.
Now, it's with great pleasure.
I didn't know that was out already.
One of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business.
Evil business magnate.
My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Evil business magnate.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing...
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
Or perhaps I just view all business magnates as evil, Mew.
Wait, don't shoot. Director Coleman. Hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs.
Hang in, man, sir.
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there.
So, zombie research facility?
I'm trying to run a business here.
Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
So it's basically, see what I'm saying? Undead Inc. Writing it down. It basically is the Umbrella Sim game. A definitely not evil medical company. Okay. The takedown's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this can be my Cyberpunk fill game instead of the life sim. They're just trying to do the right thing. Nobody understands. A space opera Metroidvania, Altered Alma.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log.
Fair enough.
I found a file named Confidential, Game Trailer 44. Codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, final and 2.0 _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant, so let's just watch it really quick.
Is this the Audio Surf team? This reminds me of the Audio Surf gameplay, kinda. Are you allowed to import your own music? That's the question. That's what made Audio Surf sick.
You became an astronaut because the cosmos terrifies you.
No.
This video represents actual gameplay and in-game footage.
Or at least find as many answers as possible.
But it isn't in-game footage, it simply represents it? No worries, Lid.
Astrogator, we shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos Colossus belong to the one strongest species. Humans.
This is...
So, there was life here
I forgot the name of this game.
Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
There's a bunch of people that worked on Firewatch working on this thing.
We have to save what we can. Save you.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Good cuts on that trailer. Not everything everywhere is for us. The Invincible, that's the name of the game.
Coming up, we'll see a theme park builder that's only days away. Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look, as fun as the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically, carnies are OP. Luckily for you, our prizes are so much easier to win. Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Park Beyond. So this is...
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other?
Can I be evil? If I can be evil, I told you I'm into the sim games. If I can be evil.
The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations, to take on challenges greater than ourselves. All these feelings.
No, it's always cool when the team behind like a genre.
Architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality.
Always cool when the team behind the genre kind of comes back and does a spiritual successor like this.
Beautiful memories. Free spirits in search
Can I make the
of
octopus
adventure
eat
and new
people?
challenges.
Important question.
Indelible moments of amazement and laughter with those we love. Become a Visioneer. Go beyond the fun.
Park Beyond. Park Beyond. Wow, that's a crazy physical edition.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions.
That is quite evil. Yeah, bottles of water in Disneyland are like $9.
Evil stirs in the depths of Gallowsmile. 3 heroes step
Gallowsmile?
the darkness within. A legendary fighter of peerless strength and skill. A cunning rogue full of deadly surprises. And a powerful
That looks really janky, I'm not gonna lie.
Together, they are destined to confront the hordes of undead.
The movement, everything is moving very slow.
Again and again, attaining new heights of power and skill. But what hope have they to seal away the whispering tyrant?
The problem for
Surely there
them
can be no hope
is that like 33
surviving
Invincibles.
Gallowspire.
Bullet Hell Survivor. So, Vampire Survivors. Basically. Why are you guys saying?
Diesel Legacy.
What? Diesel Legacy. Oh, it's Diesel Punk?
Join the open beta now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action.
This guy's voice is kind of annoying.
Down, but not out. local and online multiplayer. Real match, worldwide rollback netplay.
Did he just hug him? Interesting.
Determine the fate of the
An out of nowhere 2v2 fighter, original fighter game. Diesel Legacy. Okay.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero.
Interesting.
A noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
Yeah, there actually hasn't been any, like, a whole lot of, like, filled ad spots. It's interesting. Like, obvious insert ads. Well.
Hello.
Oh, to your list.
My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser. You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colourful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary, and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through time.
I know you play MMOs. You're fighting games, MMOs,
from rooftops,
ARPGs. You do ARPGs too.
Kind of like a career in video game development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really
unauthorized intellectual property.
But I digress.
Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most profitable business in town. But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate
Just
under.
a police officer with a grenade launcher?
So it's up to you, bicycle courier, to deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese, and chorizo melt and save the world.
Okay. Parcel Core. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, in theory, I love ARPGs.
Hi everyone.
But I don't spend that much time playing them compared to other games.
Based in Sweden, working on the
I
game
don't know.
Fableloom, currently available in early access.
Obviously, Diablo, obviously. But like PoE, for example, I really haven't dove into. I played like a bit. But like, I grew up on Fate. Freaking love Fate. So that's kind of where the ARPG love came from. But they're for sure hit or miss.
Welcome
Yeah, Neverwinter.
to Fabledom. Sorry about the pigs.
This is another ad.
Hello, micro friends.
Game Pass ad. Game Pass crazy value. See, FPS, I play almost everything.
Oh, don't mind.
I don't like battle royales, but other than that,
Game
I'm
Pass giveaway. We've
pretty
got a
FPS
bunch of
pilled.
1-month subscriptions for new members to try the service. To get a chance of procuring one, visit the URL on screen now.
Totally not Mega Man. Legally distinct Mega Man. Yeah, see, and I hate the RNG. Anytime I die in a shooter to something that feels random, I hate it. So, like not dropping with guns, stupid, dumb. But I do see that angle.
Sean, before we continue with more exciting previews, I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228, right? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and co.
Hey, I'm touched. And a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
Z-Blaze Paladins writes, did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look. You have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not
Fired by Sean23.
Like our shoutouts feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shoutouts.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped. Just like I can't help wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's
actual Frankie
game, Chimera.
I think RNG bullshit in single-player games is fine as long as it's fun. Unlike card games, you need some RNG. I'm a card game enjoyer. I like RNG there. But in my shooters, I'm picky about my RNG. My multiplayer shooters. Lava planet.
Warning. Extreme temperature.
My real FPS love is dead though, because arena shooters are basically no more. Chimera. Cool little cinematic trailer. Tectonic plate movement, POG. No idea really what that game is.
In the lost Caribbean Sea was a captain mighty. Mordecai was his name. He succumbed to the
Mordecai was his name.
His treasure was lost and his crew was tossed.
Oh yeah, I love, like, you know, I love a lot of shooters. But my real love was Quake Duels. I'd still be playing Quake Duels if there was still a good, viable Quake game to play duels in. But
soul magic restores our crew from before, yes, before.
It's Quake Live and Quake Champions, which is franchise is dead as far as I'm concerned.
With our powers combined, our worth we will show to our captain below.
Love the vibes of this. Love the musical.
Blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her. The treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. She'll conquer the brine for her grand design.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm into this. Pirate Tactics game? Looks like a lot of stealth. Yeah, Unreal Tourney was my first arena shooter, actually. I had a friend who, I think it was 2004, I don't remember. It might have been gold. But I had a friend who, his dad was a networking guy, and he just had turned their basement into a 24 setup LAN at all times. So, used to go over there and play weird Unreal Tournament mods all the time. It's the Mars Rover Simulator game. I was a Tribes guy too. Freaking love Tribes. Yep. Nothing feels like skiing, man. Nothing feels like skiing.
EXO Rally Championship might be racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyway,
and then Hi-Rez got the last Tribes game. Feels bad, man.
Genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading
It's horrible, like worse than usual. It's cringe.
Coincidence then that I'd end up
it's pretty cringy.
Name himself an AI visionary. I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios.
Do we get to see actual gameplay?
And today, we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive
I'm an RTS enjoyer.
Stormgate gameplay, but we're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director,
Oh,
Tim Campbell.
he's here. We didn't go in the studio.
How Stormgate will delight all minds, artificial or otherwise. Thanks so
Did
much
we
for
see
joining us,
gameplay?
Tim.
Because when we saw Stormgate, we got a cinematic, and they said we're making it, and then that was it.
Is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we've put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim.
Yeah, I also suck,
understand
but it's
that
fun.
You brought for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
I just got my brother playing StarCraft yesterday for the first time. I came sprinting into my room, super excited.
Big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take.
He's a chess kid, and I was like,
I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS.
StarCraft is free.
This is the classic start to a 1v1 match. What you're seeing here is the human faction as they're sending workers out to harvest resources. They're starting to construct building. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can see them now.
I eagerly await Stormgate alpha tests.
Yeah, and I mean, right here, we see in the corner coming up. This looks like a scout unit.
Yeah, that is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout. Okay, it's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find
Space Doggo!
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information
Laser Doggo!
is such an important part of RTS games.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius. So it's a
run, Doggo, run!
So we're heading into what looks like the first engagement of this game.
This is where Blizzard really went.
What we're seeing right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the light forest.
Yeah, they have dogs with laser eyes
on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these light forests work?
The light forests let smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base.
As it should be.
Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, a human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are.
I think they said this is going to be free to play, which is my main concern.
Can these fit through the forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're heavy units.
I don't know. Like, what does it have, a battle pass then?
Enemies, but they can't fit through the light forest. Which
don't know. I feel like sell me a boxed game. Okay, probably the way to go with an RTS, but maybe that's boomer speak. I don't know.
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like this evac.
And it looks like they're just dropping right on top of Blue, who was killing a chicken.
I know. APM hacks incoming. Unit imports.
Yeah. Use your imagination. Stormgate's in pre-alpha.
It's gonna be a nightmare if they don't have the world's greatest anti-cheat.
Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And oh, I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up.
Can't wait for 4,000 RPM.
It is, and it's really important for Stormgate that we maintain a high skill ceiling.
Random Chinese nonsensical usernames
and how they interact with the battlefield.
I don't know about
and
that.
Here we have the final fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side.
I feel like you have to at least.
Wait, they can blast through them now. And Blue's dodging these.
Also makes me nervous about a proper campaign.
From both sides.
If they're
good for Red.
No,
doing free to play, you can't really pay to make a campaign. So I don't know.
Corner here between two different forces coming in with a mobile pincer.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1, what's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. Team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about.
I like RTS games, so.
We have new factions beyond the humans that you just
gotta give it a try.
But Tim,
the OG.
What if I want to play the game?
OG StarCraft
now?
guys.
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam, and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up.
Already done that.
We're starting closed testing in July.
Already done that.
Again, go to Steam and wishlist.
I'm awaiting.
Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk about the 1v1
Let me
footage you
in.
shared, but the future content plans of Stormgate. It makes the
Let
RTS
me
players' dreams come
in.
true. Which might not be your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it. If so, get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Deus Ex and Star Wars, huh? Okay. Sure. Is it voxels? Is it just really pixelated? It's not voxels, it's just like 16-bit or something. 32. Weird.
They call the dying sun. It's been the room of many a poor girl. And me, oh God, for one.
Another boomer shooter. Let's go, boomer shooters. Looks fast. Yeah, they're like 16-bit art style.
Whatever.
Fortune's Run.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade
I'm curious.
towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and
If it feels good to play, I'll probably play it.
March with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
Merca. Yeah, but what is it? Yeah, he's full. Yeah. Depends what it is. I don't even...
Keep moving! We've taken a German opening! Stellung halten! Kein Schimpfzeug!
Maybe. Could be like a Rising Storm, but for World War II era, I guess? Instead of a Vietnam game? Kind of a more realistic scaled. Oh, we saw this before, Hell Let Loose. Yeah. This game's already out. Weird to not have actual gameplay really for a game that's already out. I mean, I know they're promoting an update, but... Comic Picnic? Wow, these are going fast now. Another boomer shooter. What's the name of this game? Mullet Mad Jack? Looks chaotic.
Wish list now.
Mamma, que cagaço!
Ah, fizeste bom negócio. Esse é o meu Rio Grande, chefe.
Sci-Fi 4X? Revival, recolonization. There's just zombies? That is not a very long look at that game. I prefer it to bad localization though. But it is weird in a short montage like this.
No need for material possessions.
Wait, why did we go?
Good news. PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest.
I was like, why did we go back to the
screen? If this product and
thing we did earlier
stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding edge hardware.
Your concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean. As the long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial
high-end and extremely overpriced for what it is,
but yeah. Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Great. But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work, that's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have
this
random kind of like generic gamer look to it.
Literally everything I do is powered by Alienware, and it just makes me so happy.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of free? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am
The
fundamentally
Apple
capable
of computers.
I also don't have blood.
That's really funny.
Would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no, absolutely
not. You like me to procure blood?
Literally anything else. So, what's next? Well, this is a little awkward. Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors. Ooh boy.
Yeah, DLC. Wonder how expansive it is, what they're charging. Is it like bunch new characters and weapons, probably? New places to go?
Golden Devil, Cosmic Finger.
Integrated Twitch support. They know they're a stream game. Feels good. Cool.
We are only a couple months out from the full release
Just plugging
of
an
Baldur's Gate
update.
3. I literally cannot tell you how excited I am to try out some of the character builds I've got going on up here. I'm thinking of running like a mage,
Yeah, they can just keep
tank
scaling
kind
it.
of vibe and
Basically,
Hey,
whenever
Frank,
they're done with it.
Can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting
Baldur's
spells like
Gate
that. Can
3
you,
is gonna.
give me a sample.
Oof, I'm deep diving this game
One moment.
when it comes out.
Here you are, Sean.
I've been waiting to play it until the full thing came out.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work? You
I
know,
like
just
the
to,
clowning on
compare?
AI.
I
So
do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at MASH. Here's an original animation for Larian's Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah, I'm waiting. I didn't buy into the beta because I just wanted to wait until official launch when they felt that it was in a really good spot. But Divinity Original Sin 2 is my favorite game in a very, very, very long time. So, and obviously it's also a smaller scale, but mostly I'm excited because Larian.
Acid? I'm not sure how that even works, like anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No. First, I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then, we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this foe. Somewhere within these.
But yeah, I'm very excited for this game.
dwells a hag who possesses a potent potion.
Very excited for this
That could
game.
grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power. It's here. Frog.
Frog.
Speak frog? Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed.
Talking to animals in Divinity is like the greatest part of that
I've been
game.
down in the dust.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different, so you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have
That's
all
crazy.
the components together, and if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And that was a very interesting day.
This and Starfield are my games this year, I think.
A level of believability and immersion, and also complexity.
I
that wouldn't
expect to
have been there
disappear.
otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism. And it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of a window and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
That city looks so nice.
As a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you
Listen,
just start adding
they
layers
locked
and
in the
layers.
September Starfield date, so
we can
put lots more of the
surely if they're going to delay it,
than they could in
they would announce it here.
We can do something that is more immersive, richer, has more texture to it.
It feels like you are walking around a place where there are lots and lots of people living.
This game could definitely get pushed, though.
You have crowds that are walking around, can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
But I am itching to play this game, but I'm making myself wait.
The city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
We actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met, through all these situations that you've been through.
All the stories that you have been following, and all the decisions that you've been making, they all come to fruition in that lower city.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result, the feeling of walking in there, is just fantastic.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the
I
real world,
want to play
it.
And then when you walk into the city, the noise of everybody talking to each other, the knowledge that everywhere you look, you can go there and you can do something, the knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Baldur's Gate, August 31st. Okay, so even if it gets delayed, it's still coming this year. Like surely, right? It gets pushed to like fall,
retirement when
like a November.
Finally releases on August 31st. Up next, we're forging ahead with more fantasy.
In though, so in on Baldur's Gate 3.
Ferocious foes in a co-op action roguelike. After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing this. I think it might have been 2 years ago we first saw this. Very stylized. That looks so hard to dodge. Especially if multiplayer, everybody trying to get in that one little spot. So the official release is coming. It's been in early access. Not me, I'm still shit. Wow, that's way louder than everything else. Lots of moon slash like landing craft games, like space or landing craft games. It's like the 5th one of these.
What?
That's employee sims. Yeah, I'm actually not going to be able to remember which one of these is which. Terratech Worlds.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up.
Not into extraction shooters, though.
Venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
Unreal 5 game. But yeah, Like, the one I'll probably try is Marathon, because, I don't know, it's Bungie, I'll try it, but...
Seriously don't have any signal.
Not even one bar, there's nothing. I can't.
Oh, hello, friend.
I forgot to mention, there's like a super weird, scary...
Interesting the idea of a stealth extraction game as well.
Was that a bear?
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
I've never seen a bear before. You guys look lost. Come on. You'll freeze to death out here. I suppose you're looking for the lodge. Here, take this. I call it the Atomic Space Shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks have come up here looking for answers. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Guys, I think I found something.
Yeah, I mean, Tarkov is the quintessential extraction shooter, right? Kind of created what we know as extraction shooters. Kind of insane. I played the Cycle. Actually, I played the Cycle before it was an extraction shooter, and then when it became an extraction shooter, it got a lot less interesting.
I can't believe it worked.
I played Hunt Showdown a
This
fair
is the key
amount.
Ah, you're alive. Ready to go back in?
I know it's not the same thing as Battle Royale, but because there's PvE and stuff too, but it just, I don't know. It feels in the same vein to me.
We thought we had billions of years before our sun died.
But instead, it was already dead.
We were wrong.
Oh, okay. Thought it'd be more elaborate than that. We were wrong.
Thousands of us answered the call, rallying to save those we can. Every one of our ships, a ray of hope. Captain, it is up to you to find us a new home, so we can...
I know, and I don't particularly enjoy that.
Copy. Flying course now. Sector locked in.
I thought there was stuff on my screen, but it's this game. Whole footage has like weird speckles over it.
Soft landings, Captain.
As great as Earthless looks,
I'm not saying people should change extraction shooters to be the way I like them.
Beautiful sun enters its twilight muse.
I'm just saying they should have not made extraction shooters.
Who knows what we'll achieve by then? Every billionaire-funded space rocket that detonates moments after takeoff is one more step on the winding road of progress. Up next, tie on those togas and make merry with fine wine as all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Why can't everyone just make the games I like, huh? Why isn't the entire multi-billion-dollar industry of video games just beholden to me? That's the real question. Rip. That's a lot of water. Heard he has idol. Exactly. Like I said, what's funny is tac shooters are not even really my favorite type of FPS. Just they're what's left. Because nobody makes... Like, really, it's arena shooters first, and then, like, loadout-based shooters second. Like the traditional Call of Duty formula. But obviously, we're about 10 years away from when everyone was trying to be Call of Duty, so that genre is kind of just Call of Duty right now. We're 25 years away from everybody trying to be Quake and Unreal, so... Tac shooters is what's left. Very dreary.
The Great War is over. All we want is to return home. To the newborn Czechoslovakia we fought for. Brothers and sisters.
Oh, it's based on a true story games. Those are rare.
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again.
Desperate, I would say, is how I describe the vibes of this whole trailer.
Siberia. Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies. By armored train in a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive.
Are the... I wonder if the cuttings of actors are real?
Our last train.
Is it like FMV cutscenes?
Will you lead us?
Last train home. Yeah, I desperately need more water, chat.
Pairing
Hopefully it's just
tactics
a...
with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I. However, historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers travelling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History is clear on one thing though. Puppets can't be trusted.
Puppets can't be trusted.
At Sesame Street meets survival horror in My Friendly Neighborhood.
Hey Gordon, it's Kyle. I know we're dropping this on you last minute.
Oh yeah, don't even freaking... Don't even get me started on the new Twitch TOS.
Started broadcasting that old puppet show over the news.
Just...
Need to turn that thing off. You gotta get this done, man. Bye.
So it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's, but even more Sesame Street.
Raise the curtain. Bring up the lights. The neighborhood is coming to town.
Hey, stay back.
Not even a Kappa.
Let's do this.
Is it licensed Sesame Street? Because some of these characters are really close. Like, close enough they're gonna get sued. If it's not actual Sesame Street. My Friendly Neighborhood. It's not branded as Sesame Street. It basically is Sesame Street.
Can we go back to the beginning?
Totally not Kermit. We even have a royalty-free Kermit.
And points up for grabs right here.
But yeah, you gotta love forcing a TOS that basically says if you don't provide enough content within a certain number of time, an unspecified amount, you can be canceled, right? 100% I'm getting my sub button taken away, like, because I take month-long, 2-month, 3-month-long breaks randomly. Like, I guess just fuck anyone with personal health issues, I guess.
Oh, and that's a crash.
Thanks, Twitch. Really cool.
I'm pushing out, next one, pushing out.
And McLaren with a great overtake. Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
Hey, Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
Well, hell yeah, let's do it. Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart.
Day 9.
Just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Lights in space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Did not want to see Day 9 like this. Hello, Gremlin. Just crazy. It seems like Twitch just actually wants their website to die, man. Like, the only reason I'm still here is their new copyright stuff. Where they give you all the benefit of the doubt on copyright. And as long as you nuke your VODs, you're fine, basically. That's like the only upside Twitch has at this point. Especially because like better Twitch TV and 7TV are all integrated into YouTube and everything. Yeah, but I put the streams on Patreon. That's what the VODs are for. But yeah, it is annoying that I have to charge people then to watch the streams VODs, basically.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes.
Sand.
But it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
Oh, no need.
Sand types.
I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
Oh, the game is just called Sand. It's just called Sand. Best of luck to you, Ukrainian devs. That's a big sad way to start the trailer. Did I never post the last did I not post the March catch-up stream? Let me go double check. After I'm done with this, I'll double check because I swear I posted it, but I will double check. Obviously, it's more annoying to have to skip through a VOD on like Dropbox or whatever, but I will double check that. So basically you're Jawas. You're in a sand crawler. You're just human Jawas. Scavenging for scrap. What kind of game is it? Oh, we don't get to find out. I reacted to one of them in the latest catch-up that we did 3 days ago.
We have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the end. Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation.
Oh, weird.
Of the
Yeah, this game is
classic sci-fi
weird.
Series. Frank AI.
I'm gonna tell you which one I
for
did.
the big finale.
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments.
Costumes.
Oh my god, I could dress up maybe as like a giant sandworm.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power.
Okay, I did do the No Limit mixtape.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's just something
2 days
like
ago.
Frankie and I used
But
to
I
do.
didn't do the
like,
other ones. If
Not
there's multiple.
you, like the real Frankie with the fun hair who's not a computer. Oh, man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot. And I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just forget it. I'm living in the past. I shouldn't even miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the Dune dress up bit so bad. I'm sorry. I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Frankie, would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with
Is he supposed to be Baron
Dune
Harkonnen?
Awakening.
Yeah, this drone conceit is weird.
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world,
MMO.
massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are
Yeah, so
invited
it's basically
to explore
Rust
the
Dune
world of Dune.
edition.
They involve themselves in politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat, they have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe.
But I guess PvE as well?
So when Dune Awakening begins, you are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying.
No, no worries. I'll go
formation,
post it. I'm sorry. I'm
sandbikes
so sorry. I
cruising
thought I
across
put
the
that
desert
one up.
beneath them, tanks kicking up a cloud of dust
I
as you
swear
drive to a spice
I may
port
have
in
just
the distance
shared it
in
incorrectly.
order to harvest with your guild. and you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming.
I'll go fix that. I'll make sure it's up there.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving.
My shit management
in the end
of my content is not your fault,
Mia. And then you try to cling to power.
That's on me.
Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe.
No worries.
Surviving on Arrakis
But I'll
means
go
that
fix
you need
that
to
after this
prepare
stream.
for
I really thought the
sandstorms.
March one was
you
up.
need to find water. It's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, the sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
Dune Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars. Survival, which is obviously everything you'd expect to see in a survival game. It's water discipline, it's the surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis. Then we have politics and intrigue.
Yeah,
which
the
speaks to
politics thing
faction
is
gameplay
interesting.
Of the game, it's about, you know, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating.
Because we didn't know if
one of the
this
other
game
factions.
had
Then
NPCs,
there's infinite exploration. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about,
or if
is
it
how the
would
world
be
changes
just
over time.
player-driven like
We have a
Rust, or
concept
if
called the
it's...
Coriolis Storm, and when it sweeps across the
Are there
landscape,
quest
the sand
givers?
shifts, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have Combined Arms. Combined Arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual.
Sometimes the
expression and
sandworms
customization, which
eat
of
you,
course we
sometimes
have
they don't.
armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
So the journey of the player, we've divided that into 4 parts. We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging onto life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you, so you try to build defenses and make sure that your base
the
is
Rust
secure.
element of the game.
Then, in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well. And you
This
might
is an
want to take their
ambitious
stuff.
game.
Then, in the control phase, you may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then, the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist.
You want to be the spy. Hey, listen, CS2 is happening, so maybe that means one day a Team Fortress game will come.
The PC Gaming Show 2023 is
Maybe
done.
one day.
And what a show it was. And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Yeah, super cringe, but that's okay. Like I said, I prefer cringe and trying to uninterested and boring. Always. So...
Camera speed. Hold on, my lips are sweating. Okay, here it comes. Okay, here it is.
I don't need
Everyone
day
quiet on
nine.
set. Here
I don't
comes.
need
Big
day
one.
9 lip sweat bloopers, chat.
Necessary data.
What was the pirate game? If I can find the pirate game. That was the only one that I was interested in that I didn't write down. Because I was lamenting the death of arena shooters. What's the name of this pirate game? Yeah, look, in terms of like... Oh, there it is. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, what was the name of this game?
Blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her.
This looks fun.
The treasure she pursues across the
I mean, stealth can always go horribly wrong because it could just be somebody that has no idea what they're doing and the systems are frustrating, but yeah, it didn't. Silly song also. Shadow Gambit. See, the title, it's not entirely my fault, because this title reveals so fast. Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew. How many frames is this? It's like... I'm not counting that as legible. I'm not counting that... Okay, so let's say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20... Okay, so it's less than a second. Right? Because it's at 30 FPS, so... That's less than a second. So, that's a fast title reveal, I feel like. Shadow Gambit and The Cursed Crew. That was the one that I missed. It looks fun. Shadow Gambit, The Cursed Crew. Highlights. Sulfur. I think Sailblazers. Yeah, Sailblazers looks cool. What was the dungeon game called? I wrote down Dungeon Master. I wrote down Ferocious.
Devious monsters and the most attractive treasures.
This game looks fun.
We're on camera. But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art.
Like I said, it gives me like Overlord or like Dungeon Keeper vibes, kind
and
of.
an efficient waste recycling system. Are committed.
Yeah, but I was talking about actual FPS games. That's the thing.
Slaughtered. You'll also get to organize the bang.
What was this game called? Yeah, it is just called Dungeon Master. Nahlbuk's Dungeon Master. Okay. That looks fun. Miasma Chronicles is already out. I should go play that game. Yeah, a few things. Stormgate, Fortune's Run, Mullet Mad Jack. Obviously Baldur's Gate 3, but I almost feel like I didn't need to write that down.